Hi, everybody. Dan Scott with Grand Slam Ministries here, hoping that you're having a great day and wanted to share some news with you, some exciting news about what's going on behind the scenes at Grand Slam Ministries. We actually let it trickle out a little bit in the last week or so, but wanted to come on and make the official announcement today and kind of let you know where we are and how you can help us get to the final step in this first phase of what we're doing. But the basis of everything that we do at Grand Slam Ministries is going to start with a radio show that is going to share the good news of Jesus Christ, and it's also going to share stories from people that I've had the privilege of interviewing and other ones that will be coming up, stories of great things God has done in their lives, miracles God has done in their lives, or how they have overcome tragedies because of the grace of God and their faith in Jesus Christ. That's going to be the linchpin of everything we do. Also, to raise awareness for the mission of Grand Slam Ministries, serve, love, and mentor. The SLAM acronym is what we're all about, primarily in mentoring young men and husbands and fathers to be the men that God has called us to be, and then also to help children when it comes to food and other necessities. Children in our immediate area, some of whom leave school on Friday and go home and don't eat until they come back to school on Monday. It's an epidemic that's everywhere here in the area where I live, and I can promise you it's in the area where you live as well. We want to make sure these kids have food. We want to make sure they have other necessities. And to do that, we've got to raise just an incredible amount of awareness for Grand Slam Ministries to get the funding necessary to do what we need to do. The radio show is going to be the focal point for all of that. And to that end, just a couple of weeks ago, we signed a contract to begin the Dan Scott Show on January the 8th on WGTK 94.5 FM, The Answer. It's a 100,000 watt flame throwing FM in Greenville, South Carolina, that beams its on air signal into 4 states. And it is going to be kind of the flagship station of what we do Sunday nights from 7 until 8 p.m. The cost for the airtime is just over $10,000 for the full year. And as you may have heard me say in the past when talking about this, I have felt led that in order to do this, to give the show the proper foundation, and more importantly, the overall scope of Grand Slam Ministries the proper foundation, we need to prepay the first year of the show. We have been able to, thanks in part to a generous gift from a friend of Grand Slam Ministries, plus some money we already had in the bank, to put a $2,600 non refundable deposit down toward that over $10,000. $10,400, in fact, is the total cost. So we need to raise another $7,800 by the time we get to January the 8th. And there are a couple of ways that you can help us in doing so. And by the way, Grand Slam Ministries, a 501c3 uh, nonprofit organization officially approved by the IRS. So any donation you make is tax deductible. A couple of ways you can do it. You can send a check to P.O. Box 35 Central 29630, Central South Carolina 29630. You can go to the website grandslamministries.org, which right now is taking to our Facebook page while the full website is still in production. But there you will see a link that will take you to a website called Zephy, which is where we are doing our donations. It'll take you right to our donation page. We don't get charged a fee if you go through Zephy and make your donation there. You'll have an option to donate to them as well. You don't have to, but we don't get charged anything. 100% of what you give us through Zephy comes directly to Grand Slam Ministries. Or if you see that QR code in the upper portion of your screen, just take your smartphone right now, scan that code, and it will take you directly to our donation page. You can make a one-time donation, a monthly donation, and it will auto-generate a tax receipt for you. So all of that will be taken care of. We need to raise $7,800 by January the 8th, basically in the next 3 months, to fulfill what I believe is God's calling to have this first year prepaid. And then we don't have to worry about that for a full year. And the radio show will allow us to then begin to really get the message out. We'll also be making those shows available online. So we'll have coverage for you everywhere. But we need your help to get this done. So prayerfully consider making a donation to Grand Slam Ministries to help us raise that final $7,800 that we need to prepay the first year of airtime for the new radio show, which again is slated to begin on January the 8th of 2023. Sunday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. On WGTK 94.5 FM, The Answer. That is the host station for the show. We believe that by the time we get there, we're going to be able to have the show on a handful of other stations at little or no cost, but we needed to land the big fish, the flagship, and God has led us in this direction. We're trying to be faithful and follow him, and just praying now that that faithfulness, stepping out in faith, is going to be the key to getting the rest of the funds we need, all tax deductible, to get this show paid for, get the first year locked down, and then let God do his thing with the show and start advancing the mission of Grand Slam Ministries. So again, the website on your screen at the bottom, grandslamministries.org, which takes you to our Facebook page, and you can donate there, or you can just scan that QR code in the upper right-hand corner and donate there as well. We'll be showing some other things on the Facebook page and the website when it's done, some different giving levels. But right now, just wanted to get this out, make that announcement. We're so excited to be able to look forward to an official beginning of this show on WGTK 94.5 FM, The Answer, coming up on January the 8th, and more excited to see where God is going to take it. We are trying our very best to be obedient to him, to share the good news of Jesus Christ. And this is, we feel, the first step to being able to do everything that Grand Slam Ministries is meant to do. This is the ground floor, and we are starting from there. We don't have any corporate sponsorships yet. We're hoping to get some. We are heavily relying on people just like you to come alongside us. If you share our mission, especially when it comes to children, to keep them from going home hungry, to keep them from lacking necessities that they need in their daily lives. We got to start somewhere. We're going to start small. That's what we're going to do. Not try to grow too big, but this is the first step. Not try to go too big too fast, I should say. This is the first step in doing that. So I hope you'll find it in your heart to help us. If you have any questions, you can find me or Grand Slam Ministries on Facebook, on Twitter. You can shoot us a message there, or the email address is simply dan@grandslamministries.org. Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your day, and we'll pray that you have a great day and a great weekend moving forward. I'm Dan Scott. God bless you.